Hannah's story is a beacon of hope. It reminds us that God sees our pain. He hears our prayers. The Bible tells us about Hannah. She was an ordinary woman who faced a difficult trial. Hannah yearned for a child. She desperately wanted to experience the joy of motherhood. Yet she faced the heartbreaking reality of infertility. Despite her pain, Hannah never lost faith. She held on to the belief that God was with her. Hannah teaches us that even in our darkest moments, we can find strength in prayer. Her story is a testament to the power of perseverance. It shows us that God honors those who earnestly seek Him. Infertility brought Hannah deep sorrow. The inability to conceive was a source of shame in her culture. Hannah felt the weight of societal expectations. She endured the pain of being different. To make matters worse, her husband's other wife taunted her relentlessly. Hannah's pain was both physical and emotional. She longed for a child to fill the emptiness in her heart. Year after year, her hopes were dashed. Still, Hannah refused to give up on God. She clung to the belief that He understood her pain. In her desperation, Hannah went to the temple. She poured out her heart to God in prayer. With tears streaming down her face, she made a vow. Hannah promised that if God blessed her with a son, she would dedicate him back to the Lord. This was a significant sacrifice. It demonstrated the depth of her faith. Hannah's prayer was not filled with eloquent words. It was a raw and honest plea from a hurting heart. She didn't hold back her emotions. Hannah laid bare her deepest desires before God. She trusted Him to hear her and answer her prayer. Section 4, Answered Prayer. God heard Hannah's heartfelt plea. He saw her faithfulness and her unwavering trust. In His perfect timing, God answered her prayer. Hannah conceived and gave birth to a son. She named him Samuel, which means God has heard. Hannah was overjoyed. She had waited patiently and God had been faithful. True to her word, she took Samuel to the temple. She dedicated him to the Lord's service. This act of obedience showed the depth of Hannah's love for God. She recognized that everything she had was a gift from Him. Section 5, A Legacy of Faith. Hannah's story doesn't end there. Her faithfulness had a ripple effect. Samuel grew up to become a great prophet. He played a pivotal role in the history of Israel. He anointed the first two kings of Israel, Saul and David. Through Samuel, God's word reached the people. Hannah's decision to dedicate her son to God had a profound impact on the nation. Her story reminds us that our choices have consequences. When we put God first, He can use us in amazing ways. Section 6, Hannah's example today. Hannah's story continues to inspire us today. She teaches us about the importance of faith, perseverance, and surrender. Hannah's unwavering belief in God's goodness, even in the face of adversity, is a testament to her character. Her willingness to pour out her heart to God is a model for us all. Hannah reminds us that it's okay to bring our pain, our fears, and our desires to God. He cares about every detail of our lives. Like Hannah, we can find strength and hope in prayer. We can trust that God hears us even when it seems like He's silent.